One innovator's journey from dream to reality. Everything you can imagine is real. Hello, I'm Tessa with the IdeaPros marketing team, and I have Cary, who is executive chairman of IdeaPros, and special guest Jared Woock, who is an IdeaPros partner as well as the creator of Ritual. And today we're going to talk about his journey and a couple really cool things that he has given to our entrepreneurial audience. But before we do that, let me know that you're watching us live by hashtagging live or hashtag replay if you're catching the replay. And definitely let us know where you're watching from as well. I'm always interested to see where everyone is watching us from. And also, we're here in the chat with you. And even though it's a recorded interview, I am with you guys. So please do have conversation and let us know if you have any questions or any comments in the chat, and we'll keep an eye out for that. So let's dive into the interview.
Hey guys, we're here with Jared Woock. He's one of our partners and amazing guy, very detail oriented. He's actually done a separate program for us, about 45 minutes long, we're going to share with you later on the entrepreneurial journey and things to look out for. But I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk to him and talk about his own personal journey so that we can let entrepreneurs everywhere know some of the things that they should look out for and be careful that they go ahead and follow through with all these different things that you need to do if you want to be a good entrepreneur. So, hey Jared, how are you?
I'm very good, Fred. Good to see you. I miss you, and I hope you're doing really well in California.
Yeah, we're doing well. I do want to start traveling and get over to Wisconsin if you'll.
Yes, it's beautiful here. You're welcome anytime.
Okay, thanks, man. So, you are 32, but you're a longtime entrepreneur. You've really been involved in this journey. You're very, very passionate about your product, Ritual. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about the product first before we get going?
Sure. I started my entrepreneurial bug or itch back in 2010. And so it's been 10 years. And I was struck by the idea of our product that we're working on now in 2014. And when I came up with it, it was just for fun. It was something that I kind of as a hobby. I spent a couple hours every night for a couple of weeks. And when I was done, I said, "Good job, Jared. You stayed out of trouble for a couple of weeks and you came up with something pretty fun and cool," and put it on the shelf for a little while. For only a couple of days, actually. I didn't take it seriously. And then a couple of days later, I had a eureka moment, and I realized the potential that my product had in the world. And ever since, I've been very excited about getting it to market. And I spent 3 years looking for Cary and his team. And I can tell you, when I signed with them, it was definitely the best day of my life. And I felt like I had been signed by the Green Bay Packers. I'm from Wisconsin. I'm a big Green Bay Packer fan. That's really the only way to describe the feeling. It hasn't gone away. That feeling is still there to this day.
Well, that's awesome. And sometimes it's hard to maintain that feeling because things take time, but you were on a long journey with your idea before you even got to us, and we're looking for a launch here in time for Christmas. So that would be pretty awesome. Do you want to talk to us a little bit? You had a long journey looking for a partner. You wanted to make sure that you had the right partner. You want to talk to us a little bit about your own personal mission here and what your goals are and for this product and presumably several other products to come after this.
Our mission is to, in so many words, to have the best powder shaker bottle on the market. And that means we will be launching more bottles in the future to make that true, always true. And the great thing about that mission is that it accomplishes so many things, unbelievable things, and partnering with so many unbelievably talented and amazing companies. And our goal as a industry is to promote nutrition and physical fitness, number one. Number two, reduce food waste. 40% of food grown in the United States and around the world is never gets to market for lots of different reasons. Fight hunger. And obviously, if you can reduce the amount of food waste, you can make food more available. Fighting food deserts. There are lots of places in the United States and around the world where finding adequate nutrition and food can be difficult. And part of our mission is to help combat food deserts. And obviously today's days and age, and the environment is very important on consumers' minds. And our company, our brand is dedicated to reducing plastic waste and being environmentally conscious and doing practices that promote the environment. And the last thing, but not least, is my partners and I, and my founders and I, are very eager to focus our attention and energy in the future, in 10, 15 years, to deliver food aid to natural disaster areas.
I don't know if you've been looking secretly at my manuscript, but I'm in all the spare time I have, I'm writing a book about purpose-driven entrepreneurship and the additional things that you need to consider in this day and age when you want to become a leader, when you want to start a new organization, and the fact that you're focusing on all those aspects of it is really commendable. You know, it makes the job harder. There's no doubt about it, because you have to consider factors that you otherwise wouldn't consider. You know, if you're that mill that's polluting the river, and now you become the mill that is keeping everybody safe, there's more work to do in making that happen. And purpose-driven entrepreneurship is really kind of it's going to be the norm in the future. And I'm really glad that that's the path that you're on. And that's, I know this has been an instructional time here for future entrepreneurs and people who are entrepreneurial right now, but that's certainly a factor that you should think about front and center when you build an organization, for your employees, for the people you work with, for your customers, for your community, and for the world. So great job on that.
Well, I'm proud of what we've accomplished, and I'm proud of how these goals are reflected in my product, in our product. It's the secret sauce to success. It really is. If you don't have these goals, your product will not be the best, and you can see that.
Yeah, and we're going to show your product as well.
I do want to share with viewers today that I am over the moon with the results that I have had working with IdeaPros. They have perfected all of the steps and stages that you need to get to market, and you can't go to the next step without completing the first. And I know Fred's mentioned this multiple times in his videos. And by doing that, it helps you do need to think about those other steps and your goals and what you want to accomplish, but it helps you focus clearly on the task that you are on. And it's a great program that Fred has put together. It's a great team he's put together. I will be working with Fred and his team in the future, no doubt about it. If I could give them 1,000% grade, I would.
Woohoo! We got a really good grade, Fred.
Above and beyond. I wish there was some way I could express how grateful I am to them. I know how much work and time and dedication and energy and heart and soul themselves, pieces of themselves that they put into my product. And I am extremely grateful for what they have done.
Well, that's awesome. It can be best expressed by hitting us out of the park when we launch, because every single person that works here is your partner. You know, we become equity partners with anybody we partner with, and 25% of that goes to all of our employees. So everybody here's a partner with you, and we're really looking forward to these next couple of months ahead as we get ready for this launch. I think you have a great product idea, and instead of me giving the kind of closing thought for the day, do you want to leave us with any kind of advice for entrepreneurs that are getting ready to go down this journey?
Absolutely. Something that I can do to express my gratitude to the team at IdeaPros is to make them proud for the rest of my life. And I'm going to do that. I will work every day to make them proud. The second thing I can do is give future potential partners advice to make their journey easier and hopefully help them in the process. Words of advice from my dad. He's a carpenter, and when I was a young age, I would work with him on our house. And some of the things he told me, one of the things he told me that stuck with me even to this day is, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Another piece of advice that I've gotten from mentors, business mentors, and people I've met in my life is knowledge is power. So learn as much as you can and never stop learning, never. Another great piece of advice that I cannot undervalue or overvalue is prepare a plan or plan to fail. And that a big part of that is learning, but also taking your ideas and organizing them, putting into a plan. Fourth piece of advice is there's a cost. A lot of people talk about cost and benefit analysis, which is great. I encourage you to do that. But I prefer to look at things as there's a cost to do something, and then there's a cost not to do something, and to simplify it even more as much as you can. It's that technique has helped me a lot in my decision making. The fifth thing piece of advice is teamwork makes the dream work. Fred Cary is the perfect example of that. Fred is a genius. He is smart, talented. He knows more than anyone I've ever met. But that's not what makes him great. What makes him great is that he has surrounded himself with people like him, smart people who are experts in what they do. And he trusts them, and they trust him. And that's how it works, is trust. Sixth thing, you must learn to crawl before you can walk. You have to learn to walk before you can run, and you need to learn to run before you can fly.
Well, that is an awesome way to part, and I will say one last thing is that you never want to be the smartest person in the room, right? Because you're never going to learn anything if you are.
Absolutely.
And that's why I do try to surround myself with people who are smarter than me in each of their own areas of expertise, and that's how you get things done. You know, look, folks, it takes a long time. There's a lot of process involved in getting it right, but once you stick with it, once you're really entrepreneurial with everything that you do, you're going to get to the end, and that's when things are going to start really happening. So I'm looking forward to this journey with you, Jared. It's just the beginning.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to what's going to happen here over the next couple of months.
Thank you so much, Jared, for being on the show with us. We really appreciate you taking the time to do the interview and to do that amazing resource for entrepreneurs, it will be available on our channel. We'll upload it and put the link in the chat for everyone. And then there's more to come. There's a part 2 as well. So we'll keep you posted on when that launches. And just wanted to let you guys know to subscribe to our channel for sure. If you want to get more information like this for entrepreneurs, this is our goal, is to just inform and put as much valuable information out there as we possibly can for entrepreneurs so that it makes their journey easier. So we are here every Friday at noon Pacific time, and would love to have you guys mark your calendar and show up live with us every week. That would be great. We'd love it. So you can hit subscribe in YouTube or hit the bell in Facebook to get reminders when we go live in the future. There's also a link in the chat for getting a reminder by text or email. And we send that out about 15 minutes before we go live, so you guys can hop in with us. And again, when we're live, there's so much more engagement. This one's a little unique since we pre-recorded to make it work for everyone's schedules. We hope that you have a wonderful week. We'll see you guys next Friday. Thanks. Bye.